When Jessica Torres was shot and killed outside a hamburger stand in San Bernardino last month, police were at a loss for a motive. Now they think it was a murder for hire involving several people and paid for by someone very close to the victim. Inland Empire Bureau Chief Ron McMillan reports.
It's a case that had the San Bernardino Police Department stumped. The murder of resident Jessica Torres in broad daylight. Who would want her dead?
Jessica was a businesswoman in our community. She was well known and well respected by many.
It happened on January 10th outside Burger Point in San Bernardino. The victim walking out to her car. Watch as the suspect vehicle drives up. The suspect then approaching the victim. That suspect armed with a handgun. There's a fight over her purse, then a fight over the weapon. The victim doing everything she can to get away, then trying to run toward the restaurant. That's when the suspect, identified as Gerardo Llamas, opens fire, killing her.
Later on during the investigation, we located this SUV, being the suspect SUV, abandoned on the east side of town. In that vehicle, there was evidence leading us to additional suspects.
So how did they put it together? Well, police believe this suspect is the shooter, this suspect the getaway driver. The investigation revealed that the driver's brother actually worked for this suspect, who leased land at a pallet company from this suspect. And it turns out he is the victim's husband.
These criminals targeted this victim in a murder for hire scheme that was stemming from a contentious divorce from one of the suspects, Sergio Reveles.
Police say the victim and her husband owned properties worth millions of dollars, but they're not releasing any details about how the alleged murder for hire plot started.
Hello, and I would like to welcome you back to my channel. Today, I'm going to be diving into a topic that may make you question everything you thought you knew about trust. Some of the people closest to you, family and friends, may not be as trustworthy as you thought. Betrayal can come in many forms. It's not just about physical harm, but it's also about emotional betrayal, financial deceit, and many more. However, today we're going to be focusing primarily on financial deceit. So I want you to check out the following hypothetical scenario. I believe that most of us have family members or friends who would allow us to die if they could receive $10,000 anonymously without facing any legal consequences. Essentially, the family member or friend would not be implicated in your death. They would have no discernible ties to the event and cannot be legally prosecuted. The outcome would be you would die and they would receive $10,000 anonymously. I encourage you to take a moment to reflect on the people in your immediate and extended family and friend circle. If a few names or faces come to mind, individuals who might be capable of such action, you should consider gradually distancing yourself from these people. Truthfully, I don't care how close you are, they are not to be trusted. It's a chilling thought, but it highlights how easily trust can be broken. Let's examine why this scenario might not be as far-fetched as it seems. See, the risk of getting caught is often what keeps individuals away from committing crimes, as the potential consequences such as jail time or even death serves as powerful deterrents. These legal repercussions instill a sense of accountability and fear, compelling people to adhere to a law. However, if the possibility of legal consequences is eliminated, such in this scenario, then the dynamics change significantly. Without the fear of punishment, individuals may become more willing to engage in actions they would otherwise avoid. This is because of the absence of the legal repercussions. It removes the primary deterrent, allowing personal interests or motives to take precedence. In a scenario where someone could receive $10,000, which is a substantial reward, without facing any legal repercussions, the temptations may sound overwhelming to some, leading them to consider actions that they would normally only contemplate. Think of the movie called The Purge. I often hear about family arguing and fighting over things, and I always hear, I would say, mediators within the family say, family shouldn't fight. Family should love and always be there for each other. We are all we got. However, I rarely hear those same mediators say, hey, y'all, I understand we all family, but this person is a common denominator to most of our issues. We should get to the bottom of the situation. We should fix the situation to ensure the family is better in the future. They never highlight that individual and say, you are the problem. They always say, man, we all family. We shouldn't be arguing. We shouldn't be fighting. Essentially, let's peel back that onion and let's get to the facts. Let's not just passively dismiss the situation. Essentially, we need to identify the issue, try to correct the issue, and if not, purge the evil, family or not. Deuteronomy 16:20 tells me, justice you shall pursue. This verse highlights the importance of actively seeking justice, which includes removing evil and promoting good. We've all seen instances where someone casually hustles a family or friend. You know, um, I've heard of some terrible instances where people have stolen tens of thousands of dollars from family and have hustled friends out of millions. In fact, there was a case of a guy named Rico. He was out in New York City and he was set up by his own mother to be killed by her boyfriend for life insurance money. In addition, there was another case of a rapper named Young QC out of Chicago. He hired a hitman to have his mother killed for her life insurance. Now, these were big payouts, but they had a possibility of being caught. However, consider how many people you know who would take a smaller payout if there was absolutely no chance of legal repercussions. Probably more people who you think. Desperation, greed, or personal gain can lead people to make shocking choices. And honestly, these possibilities are actually multiplied several fold when addiction is involved. So, how do you protect yourselves from potential betrayal? Well, it's not about paranoia. You know, it's about being aware of your settings and for you to set boundaries. Trust should be based on actions, not just words. If people will screw you out the small things, then they will surely screw you out the big things also. Trust is a double-edged sword. While it's essential for meaningful relationships, it also makes us vulnerable. The key is to be cautious without becoming isolated. Remember, it's okay to question those around you and prioritize your safety. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more thought-provoking content. Thank you.